Hey gang, Dr. Matt here with day 2 of the Keto Cut. And first off, wanted to give a lot of thanks. I got a handful of messages yesterday kind of asking more about the plan and all that stuff that I'm doing. Now, full transparency, I am putting everything up on the website, on the ketodonis.com website. So if you want to look at my meals, my chronometer entries, all of that stuff, that's going to be on there. And then probably at the end of the week, I will be uploading all of my lifting stats and stuff too. But yeah, so basically what I want to do is kind of democratize some of this process. Folks who want to join in can join in. Folks who want to wait and see the results later can do so, and we'll be posting that. But I did get one message that was kind of interesting because they, I guess, I didn't know this person, but I guess they had been following me for a while and had noticed that, I didn't hit the goals that I set to make in 2020. And I don't know if this person was trying to be obnoxious or if it just kind of came off that way. The cynical side of me says, oh, this guy's just kind of hating, but I hate that everybody automatically thinks people are haters. And so trying to cultivate a more empathetic, detached mindset, I wanted to clarify on something. So yes, I did not reach my stated goals for 2020. And I actually just recorded a podcast on that yesterday. That was just that Sarah Joy and I had kind of dove into our personal struggles over this last year, what we learned from it, and where we're going forward. But I want to reach out to those of you who didn't hit your goals. That's okay. We're not going to hit all of our goals. If we hit every single one of our goals, that means we're aiming too low, right? And then also life happens. Life is a contact sport, and sometimes it knocks us on our ass. It kind of reminds me of one of my favorite movie scenes is from Rocky Balboa, the one from back in like 2006, where he's talking to his son and everything because his son just keeps making excuses. And, Rocky's like, life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It can be a cruel, nasty place, and it'll beat you down to your knees and keep you there if you let it. But it's not how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you get up. It's how many hits you can take and keep moving forward. And that's how winning is done. Not a perfect quotation there, but paraphrased enough. And that's the thing. This Instagram platform and the social media in general is interesting because it creates such an unrealistic picture of the world and what people's lives are like. And I could set myself up as the Instafluencer and all that stuff. I have the credentials to do so. I could, act like a guru and all that stuff. But unfortunately, there's just too much of that. And sorry, curse words coming up, but it's all bullshit. Anybody who is just showing the highlight reel of their life and acting like they have this perfect life and that there's no struggles, they're full of shit. And you don't need to really just take that at face value. Okay, I'm not hating on anybody, but it's just, we need more transparency and we need more authenticity. And that's what I'm wanting to do. This is kind of be the countercurrent to the popular Instafluencer six-pack abs, buy my products BS that's going on. And here's the thing, guys, change is hard. And especially if you've battled obesity and you've battled being overweight, and the longer that you've battled it, kind of the harder it's going to be. And I don't mean to sound defeatist, because they're certainly not. Things aren't without hope, but I do want to give a healthy dose of realism here. Like someone for myself, I grew up morbidly obese. I didn't just, I wasn't fit in high school, then went off to college, drank beers, ate pizzas, gained the freshman 15, and then the traditional 5 to 10 pounds after that, to the point that I'm 50 pounds overweight and, diabetic and, high risk for heart disease. I started becoming morbidly obese by the age of 5 or 6. Starting around kindergarten is when I started packing on the pounds. And the thing is, the earlier that you get fat and obese, not only are you going to have larger fat cells, be prone to your lipid deposits being hypertrophic, so larger in size, but you also have fat cell hyperplasia, which means not just it means the actual number of cells, is increased. And so, folks, those of you that are in that situation, just know, don't compare yourselves to the people, Johnny Sixpack, that has never been obese in their life and has never struggled with that. I didn't binge eat as a kid. I ate the same garbage that other kids did, and yet I packed on the pounds. And and that's another thing is, and I talked about a little bit about this yesterday, is that you're not to blame for your genetics, but you are responsible, right? And I want to reiterate that today. But also, if you are a person that has never struggled with obesity, have never really struggled with depression, if you've never struggled with binge eating and stuff, binge eating isn't something that I started struggling with until dental school, actually. And it's because I was going through a lot of depression at that time. But I was obese through my life way before that. And so, but it's one of those things that if you haven't been there, you don't know. And so I want to let you guys know that who are struggling and who are going through your own journey, and you might have fallen down every year the last 15 years. You could have been every year for the last 15 years. You could have been, setting out goals, and every year get derailed. I don't care. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. And like I said, if you want to join me, I'm doing this keto reboot thing for 90 days. I mean, I'm doing it all year, but I would really recommend folks to do it at least 90 days. It's no alcohol, no cheats, hour of movement a day, meditation, gratitude journal. So not just the diet, but also getting our mind right, because a lot of this, it's just as much of a mental game as it is a physical game. So, if you guys are interested, join me. You can follow along on the website. You can always message me. I might not get back right away because I kind of limit my time on social media. I chunk out my time. But be happy to help you out and continue answering questions. And that's it for today. Just finished day 2, which is a pull day. So deadlifts, chin-ups, barbell rows, bicep curls, stuff like that. So hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I will talk to you later.